Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Doctor Who. Last time on Doctor Who, we had the Lazarus Experiment. That was creepy as all sin, where basically, in the present day, we met this guy, Richard Lazarus, who was really, really old until he used his invention to be really, really young. Came with a slight side effect of turning into a... Basically, if you had the Scorpion King and took out Dwayne Johnson and replaced him with a very creepy white guy, about that. So, yeah, that was creepy. Very interesting. Really liked it. Very spooky, scary. Sort of a very classic monster episode, which is great for October since it's the month of Halloween and spooky scaries and stuff like that. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. Let's keep the comments to this episode of Doctor Who and previous episodes of both Doctor Who and Torchwood that I have reacted to. In terms of classic Doctor Who, obviously, again, as I have said, you can spoil things, but if you're very, very, very vague about it. No huge plot details or anything. Also, as a fun little offer for you guys, for this episode and the next episode of Doctor Who, and a little surprise in between, I'm going to be offering a full-length reaction of this, where basically, if you want to see a lot of the stuff that I cut out for the 10 minutes of this particular video, you want to see a full-length reaction, as I adjust the tripod, you want to see my full reactions to this episode of Doctor Who, you can by simply going down in the description. There's a link to an unlisted YouTube video where it's basically just my full unedited reactions. You are going to need your own reaction footage, or your own show footage, basically. So if you have a copy of Doctor Who, that's great. If you don't, it's going to be really tricky for you to watch it, because, as you know, I use headphones, and you won't hear any audio from the show at all. So it's just going to be me. So if you don't have your own copy of the footage, I don't know what to tell you, but yeah. If you do have it, you can go ahead and sync it up. I've tried to make this as easy as possible for you to sync up your copy of Doctor Who with my reactions. And yeah, I'm going to be doing that for this episode, the next episode, and a little special something in between. And yeah, and then after that, we'll talk about that later. Don't you worry. We'll get there when we get there. So with that all being said, let's get into this episode of Doctor Who. Here we go.
You're telling me I can phone anyone, anywhere in space and time on my mobile?
As long as you know the area code. Frequent flyers privilege. Go and try it.
Yeah, I guess Rose was a frequent flyer at that point when she got it.
Secure closure. I nearly got locked into Area 27.
What? Where is this?
Who are you?
He's the Doctor and I'm Martha.
42 minutes until we crash into the sun.
Into the sun. Just everyone hop in the TARDIS. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Listen to that orchestra going. Oh, I love their cold opens, man.
How many crew members on board?
7, including us.
Transport cargo across the galaxy, everything's automated.
So what did they for? So we're missing 3.
What's she doing? It's our lifeboat. It's lava.
Temperature's going mad in there. Up 3,000 degrees in 10 seconds and still rising.
3,000 degrees.
The closer we get to the source.
Impact in 4026.
Oh, dang it. We wasted time watching the intro.
So a sonic screwdriver's no use. Nothing's any use. We've got no engines, no time, and no chance.
Oh, listen to you.
Wow, sonic screwdrivers of no
Before you
use.
even
That's crazy.
started. Where's your
Impact in 34, 31.
Oh my gosh, has it been 6 minutes already?
Then he sent a heat pulse to melt the controls.
No way he wouldn't do that.
So he's the saboteur? Are we sure?
Open your eyes for me a second.
Of
course you can. Go on.
Will someone tell me what is the matter with him?
Some sort of infection. We'll know more after the test results.
Oh great, now someone's being infected.
Hey! Call us if there's news. Any questions?
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm the doctor.
Yeah, this dude just randomly showed up and is giving orders.
Any number that reduces to 1 when you take the sum of the square of its digits and continually try to yield one.
Just do it, he's the
Any number that
doctor.
doesn't isn't. A happy prime is a number that's both happy and prime. Now type it in.
I don't know, talk about dumbing down. Don't they teach recreational mathematics anymore?
Recreational math? Kill me now.
Impact in 30, 50.
Jeez, that clock is faster than I think it should be.
Stupid pop classical music. Who had the most pre-download number ones? Elvis Presley or the Beatles?
The Beatles.
How are we supposed to know that?
Doctor,
What is it now?
Beatles?
who had the most number ones? Elvis or the Beatles? That's pre-download.
Elvis.
Uh,
The Beatles.
uh,
No, wait, oh, that remix.
Man, they are testing his knowledge.
No, I am a bit busy.
56.
Oh my gosh, she's calling home for them to look it up.
The Beatles or Elvis?
Hang on, the mouse is unplugged.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna take a while. Nope. Ah, dang it. We already killed the devil.
Engineering.
No,
Cohen, you're sick.
it's Cohen. Oh no. Oh, glowy eyes.
We need to... What was that?
I've got to go.
Championship yodelers. Nothing else.
Internal temperature 100 degrees. Body oxygen replaced by hydrogen.
Oh,
That's
100 degrees
effective.
Celsius. That is bad.
Test result.
See, in America, we have Fahrenheit. 100 is bad, but not that bad. 100 in Britain is 212 for us. Just so you know. A little bit of facts.
Everybody listen to me.
What are you doing on a scooter?
Make drinks. Sweep up. Please, kill me now.
There is a time and a place for that, lady. Share the light. Whoa. Oh, so he's not gonna kill him. He's gonna infect him.
Your wife.
Can you, like, break his neck or something?
It's your fault.
What?
Tell me.
Jettison activated.
He's crossed the circuit. I can't stop it. I can't stop it.
Brad, that shouldn't happen.
What do you mean?
You just punch it and it... No.
Your fault.
Completely silent. That is scary.
I'll deal with him.
Jeez, man. These poor people. Trying to get away from a star and burning dudes. Ooh. Just gotta straight up fight him. Or put him into stasis.
I'm not gonna lose her.
Yeah, he ain't losing any more companions.
What you watched on telly last night? How much are you gonna kill Dad next time you see him? Just anything.
Aww.
Is the doctor with you? Is he there now?
Mum, just leave it.
It's a simple enough question.
And the simple enough answer is none of your beeswax. Wait, I thought... Oh, that's all from the... That's solar energy right there. I was gonna say, I thought they decompressed the airlock, but... Yeah, that's all plasma.
Don't give up now.
Just take a leap. Or just keep inching your way forward. Yeah. There we go. Okay, good.
It's alive.
The star is alive? Oh no.
It's alive.
Oh god. It got to him.
What's happened?
They scooped out its heart, used it for fuel, and now it's screaming.
What do you mean? How can a soul be alive? Why is he saying that?
Because it's living in me.
Oh my god.
This very interesting.
Freeze it out of me!
Tried to use a living star as fuel and it got pissed.
Use me to kill you if you don't! I could kill you all.
Just freeze him already!
I'm so scared.
Just stay calm. You saved me, now I return the favour.
Get on with it, Martha.
You
There's this process, this thing that happens if I'm about to die.
shh, quiet now, because that is not going to happen. You ready?
No!
Is he? He's almost regenerating. Alright, Cohen's still alive. Which I assume means Ashton's still alive.
Give back what they took!
Doctor!
Please, girls!
Give back part of the heart.
Riley
Oh
Scannell?
my gosh.
I'm sorry.
McDonald! McDonald!
Oh, she's gonna kill them both. Jeez, man.
Burn with me. Burn with me,
Oh, man.
Do it! Now!
Just give it back what...
Come on, Doctor, hold on.
Give back part of its self, basically. Alright, I think it's leaving. Alright, he's good. Okay, good. Yay. Oh, I'm so happy. I mean, a lot of people have died, but... holy crap.
This is never your ship.
Compact, eh? And another good word.
No chance I'll see you again?
Maybe.
Not really.
Well, it's
It's
possible,
nice.
but...
Not dying with you.
Wow, just going for it. Forget the doctor and that guy.
By the way, you'll be needing this.
A key!
Really?
Frequent flyers privilege.
Yeah! Yay!
Thank you.
Why don't you come round? I'll make something nice and we can catch up.
Well, it depends on if the doctor can land in the right
My best.
time.
And just remind me, what day is it again?
Yeah.
Election day?
Right, of course.
Election
I'll
day.
have tea.
Election day, huh? Now there's 3 of them. It's getting out of hand. Oh, okay.
That's all.
For now. Have you voted?
Of course. Just don't expect me to tell you who for.
Thanks for all you're doing, Mrs. Jones. Mr. Saxon will be very grateful.
Freaking Saxon. Alrighty. Oi. Yeah, I know because I'm doing slightly more editing than normal, I just cut back to me brushing my hair. Must have been really humid today, because my hair is poofy. It's also pouring down rain outside. You probably can't hear that, but it is. It's ungodly dark right now, but whatever. Alright. So, note time. What a great episode. Holy crap. Man, that's like... It's interesting. I was about to say, like, yeah, that seems to be the thing with this series, with Series 3. It's that with each one, I'm like, man, that was a really great episode. Which is strange, because it's not like the other 2 series were slacking off. You know, Series 1 and 2 had great episodes, but for some reason, I don't know. Just, these are all hitting them right out of the ballpark. So... Oh, it's 6:42 right now. Ain't that funny. Anywho. Wrote down Cohen. Originally it was Ashton, but then I realized that the husband's name is Cohen, so I wrote down Cohen. Which I guess, originally I didn't really originally I thought there would be more significance, but it was just that Cohen and Ashton were both possessed, infected by the Star. So there's not really a huge significance. It's not that... Because originally I thought that Cohen was just a saboteur. And, you know, he was just evil. But the fact that he... It was different, you know. He was infected by the Star, so... Okay, so that's a bit different. The infection... How does the Star know how to infect people? How does a Star infect people? I don't get that. But, I mean, I guess that could just be something a Star, particularly that Star, can do. So, that's interesting. The whole idea of a Star being alive is interesting. And I like that they worked it in, where it's like, it's not just that the Star is alive and, I don't know, a dick. It did give a good reason. You know, and it's not like an evil Star or something like that. It's like, no, this ship took part of this Star as fuel. The problem is that friggin' hurts. That's not good to take part of a living being. So, yeah. So, the Star that's alive is promptly mad and goes and tries to kill the entire crew. And that's why it possessed people, so that it could sabotage any chance they have of getting out of there. Because it was possible for them to get out of there, even without the Doctor, but the Star had to possess people in order to sabotage the ship. Luckily for them, the Doctor was there. So, that's good. It's also interesting that the Doctor got infected, and he seemed to be able to really resist it. Or at least he did his best before it really came out in him. But, yeah, that was interesting. Also, just the fact that... Like, it was hurting him so much inside of him and really burning through him that it's interesting. He almost regenerated. That was interesting. I didn't even think, like, you know, because I know, you know, obviously we've seen one regeneration already from Eccleston to Tennant, but, you know, obviously I knew regeneration was a huge thing about Doctor Who, but it never, like, crossed my mind that we would almost regenerate. It just didn't even occur to me that that could happen, that the Doctor would be damaged to a point where he almost regenerates, but then is able to prevent it. So, and I like that, and it seemed like from the way he was talking, like, he doesn't have a choice. Like, because when Eccleston regenerated, you know, he basically said, like, you know, Time Lords have this trick of cheating death, and then he regenerated. Whereas this time, I don't know, it seemed different. It seemed like, you know, if they get to near death, no matter what, they will regenerate. So the Doctor can't die then. Presumably. Well, okay, not of... Okay, I don't know. Because there was actually, in Father's Day, back in Series 1, Episode 8, Father's Day, the Doctor just got eaten. Like, they straight up ate him. He came back because time corrected itself, but he got straight up eaten. I don't think there's no coming back from that. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe he regenerated in there? I don't know. But it kind of makes it out to be that... Time Lords just don't die because they'll just regenerate. But okay, well, wait a second. Stupid. Of course they have to die. Time Lords have to die. All the Time Lords are dead. That's the whole premise of the show right now. That's the whole thing with the Time Wars, that they all died, except him. He's the only one to survive, which is interesting. That's interesting in and of itself, that he's the only one to survive. But that is the whole deal, is that he's the only one to survive. Every other Time Lord died. So it must be when they're close to death, it's possible for them to regenerate. But I guess there are some injuries or there's some, mortal wounds or something. It's possible for them to die, but you really, really have to try your hardest to kill them, basically. So that's interesting. I wrote down some other stuff that don't really apply anymore. I wrote down Vaporized because that was interesting. With them like turning the thing and exposing. It's kind of like Cyclops, honestly. Exposing that and just vaporizing people. That's interesting. Share the Light, that was interesting. Yeah, and I guess sort of the last thing to talk about, I guess, is the mother. So last episode we got a little tease of Harold Saxon, and because that one guy, I don't know if that was Harold Saxon himself or just maybe someone that worked for him, but he told the mother, he told Mrs. Jones about the doctor, and for some reason he has a thing against the doctor. And I kind of thought, like, okay, we teased that a little bit here, and maybe that'll come back, like, maybe that'll be the Series 3 finale, is, we're back to, we figure out what's up with this Harold Saxon guy. But this would be interesting if we're actually going to take the rest of the series, the rest of Series 3, to just build up Harold Saxon, because now they are downright pulling an investigation on the doctor. They are tapping her phone when Martha calls. They're trying to figure out where the doctor is. So that's interesting. It's like, so basically, for some reason, this Harold Saxon guy is going after, he's going after the doctor, and it seems like now his way to do that is Martha. Now, why this guy hasn't come up before, I have no idea. But I don't know. And they said, like, it's election day, and it's like, and they were like, well, remember to vote. And she's like, fine, but I'm not going to tell you who I'm voting for. It's like, is Harold Saxon running for prime minister? It's like, great, we're going to have another friggin' prime minister that's against the doctor. Or that the doctor doesn't like, I guess. Because, to be fair, Harriet Jones... Was it Harriet Jones? There's too many people named Jones in this show. Between Martha Jones... Between Martha Jones and Eugene Jones from last episode of Torchwood. Oh, now I gotta look this up. Now I gotta look up. Was her name Harriet Jones? That doesn't sound right. I gotta look this up. Doctor Who, IMDb. Let's find out. Oh yeah, Series 11. Hey, you guys like Series 11? Obviously no spoilers. No spoilers about Series 11. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch up to you guys eventually, but... Harriet Jones! Too many people named Jones! What the garbage? Alright, so... Yeah. Okay, Harriet Jones. So, are we going to have... Maybe Harriet Jones is up for re-election, and... Now she's... Basically... Maybe her opponent is Harold Saxon. This guy that's going after the doctor. Like, Harriet Jones and the doctor had their differences, obviously, with the whole Sycorax thing. But they weren't too much at odds. Like, especially, like, Harriet Jones didn't want to take down the doctor. So, that's the thing. Yeah, who is this Saxon guy? What even? And are we going to keep building up to him throughout this series? I have no idea. But obviously no spoiling in the comments. I want to figure this out on my own. This is going to be weird, isn't it? We have a politician going after... At least I assume a politician going after the doctor. I don't know. How does he know about the Doctor? Is he an alien? Wouldn't it be interesting if he was like a Time Lord? Like one that survived and is trying to take down the Doctor for some reason? I don't know why. Maybe for never truly defeating the Daleks. It's like, yeah, maybe it's like revenge. Like, well, you never defeated the Daleks. You know, they keep getting away on your watch, so I'm taking you down permanently. You know? So, I don't know. I have no idea what this Saxon dude's deal is. But it'll be interesting to find out, because it'll be a nice change of pace, I think, from the other stuff we've had. Mostly, honestly, the Daleks, because the Daleks were at the end of Series 1. They were the main villains at the end of Series 1, and they were the main villains at the end of Series 2. So, and we had the Daleks again. We had the Cult of Skaro back in Series 3. So it'll be interesting to have this Harold Saxon guy be a villain, I guess. Yeah. That's basically it. That's all I got for notes. Wonderful, wonderful episode. Really, really enjoyed it. So, yeah. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Doctor Who reactions, you can click on the playlist right down here. You can check out these other videos if you want. You can subscribe if you haven't done that already. And you can follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you later.